So the great philosopher Aristotle coined the phrase, nature abhors a vacuum. But my next guest says an information vacuum could actually power the rally for the next 4 weeks. Joining me now, MacroVisor's co-founder, Ayesha Tariq. And Ayesha, so no Fed, no earnings, no problem?
Well, something like that. Thank you, Charles, for having me back. Yes, over the next couple of weeks, we have a window of opportunity. Yields are back down to below 4.5%. We have a record level of buybacks. 2 weeks left in that window. QT taper has started, so that should balance liquidity. And we're looking for a little bit of the catch-up trade with a weaker breadth. So everything considered, I think the market could remain supported here.
Is there any way you can let the market know? I'm looking at the market right now. They're not watching this show. Well, maybe communication services are, because during the break that was red, that just turned green, 0.010. I mean, listen, we saw progress on inflation this week, yet the Fed, this is the weird thing. I want to get your thoughts on it. They still went from 3 rate cuts to 1 rate cut. What kind of mind game is Powell playing? I mean, and what impact is it having on the markets?
So I think the markets are not really believing the Fed. I mean, they're still thinking that we might have 2 more rate cuts. But I think from what I saw, it seemed like he's a little bit confused. So the Fed is a little bit confused as to which way to go. I think they got too bullish or dovish, let's say, at the beginning of the year. And they're trying to, pull that back.
Right. Right. All right, let's talk about some opportunities here, because you've got a tremendous track record with us. First, MCore is a name that you like. Full disclosure, we're in the name. It's getting hammered at this very moment. Again, another quality name under pressure right now. What do you like about it?
So we like it for the AI trade. Basically, they are one that will enable smart grid infrastructure, which could help with, the energy requirements for AI and computing power.
So you've got Expedia up there and Car Gurus, two sort of, I would suspect, economically sensitive areas. Are you still confident in the consumer to have discretionary spending?
So there is some discretionary spending still left. We're looking at it like a K-shaped economy, right? So the lower incomes getting hit and the higher income still spending. But at the same time, I think these are more opportunistic trades for the next 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months. Magnite, a few years ago, everyone loved this company. I mean, everyone loved it. It could do no wrong. It went straight down, and I stopped hearing about it, so I was shocked to see it on your list. What do they do, and why is it going to go up?
Again, this is as well more of a trade, and what they do is sort of sell-side digital advertising, so they help publishers, and they've partnered with all the major media agencies, so they've got a good opportunity here, and they reported a really strong start to the year. So we think that this momentum can continue for a bit.
All right, and I've got less than a minute to go, and you do have a special note, part in your note that says, obviously that we know there's risk out there, but you are warning specifically about small caps. They, obviously they have underperformed minorly. They must look very attractive to some folks, but you say don't go in there just yet.
That's right. So I think small caps have been warning since the beginning of the year, particularly small cap growth. And even though yields have come down, we still think yields are elevated enough that small caps will take a hit. Earnings, they're still in an earnings recession. And, over 30%, they're still over 30% of the Russell 2000 doesn't make a profit. So everything considered, I would be a little bit more careful here. There's better places to park your money.
All right. Ayesha, have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.